Alright team, so this is going to be just a regular workout that I do myself quite often. Because I'm doing it from home, I've decided to just do it with a pair of dumbbells. So what I do is I always adapt to what equipment I have. So you go and grab a pair of dumbbells and we're going to try and stick to that pair of dumbbells. So this way we don't even have to move even if you're around the gym. It's all very practical. The reason why I like to do this as an aerialist is because it's an all over body. We're going to be working on those hips and we are going to be working the upper body strength, including the core. I apologize, I just adopted Moira here. And she's very young, so she's going to be kind of like propping in and out of the screen, but I hope she will entertain you just as much as I am while we're doing this workout. So for me, I'm going to start grabbing a pair. I've got 10 kilo dumbbells. Those are quite advanced. We can start quite easy. So we are going to do 7 exercises. For that, I would like to do a tiny bit of warm up because otherwise it's going to be quite intense. So we're going to start nice and gently by just doing a few shoulder rolls here. And then we're going to go the other way around. Oh no, babe, don't move that, it's a camera. And then we're gonna start taking some nice deep squat and up, and we go down and up, and we go down and up. She does want to play a lot, so I have to try and keep her occupied. Good, 3 more. Lovely, 2. And 1. Very nice. Let's go on all 4 here. We're just gonna do a few shoulder rolls and mini press up just to try and prep, because we are going to work a little bit on the press ups today. Okay, so working up push strength, and we're gonna just do maybe a few push into cobra and back down. I always love how cats look at you like you're crazy when you work out. They're like, what are you doing? Oh, let's do 2 more. So, because of my busy schedule, I tend to try and keep my workout quite short, but I do work out as an aerialist. So we're gonna start with the first exercise, which is gonna be a goblet squat. We're just gonna do this one as a solo exercise, isolated. So you can take just 1 dumbbell and hold it. You can take 2 dumbbells. Sometimes when I'm in a good mood, I take 2 dumbbells. Sometimes I feel a bit tired, I'm gonna just take 1. So taking 2 dumbbells here, you are going to do between 8 and 12 repetitions, okay? So if I'm holding both dumbbells, I hold them between my legs, I bring my feet nice and wide, and I imagine I want to touch the floor, and I move. I'm going to do 8, between 8 and 10 here. Yeah, you're wondering what I'm doing. And I'm gonna do 3 more, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, we're gonna take a little break here. Oh, let me see. Hello. Hello, baby, I don't have anything in my hands. She still get a bit startled by stuff. Come here. Ooh, there she is. There she is. This is Moira. Your baby, fur baby. Huh? There you go. So just take about a minute. Yes, yes. There's a cat covering my mic. Yeah. And we can take between 45 and 1 minute. If you really find that easy, take 30 seconds. But if you find it too easy, it's very likely that you actually need to up your weight. Because you can see I'm a little bit out of breath as we work. So let's go again. Nice and wide and broad. Just gonna go and grab. And here we go. Very nice. Ooh. Try and keep the shoulders down and try and drop the dumbbells in between your feet rather than forward for your back, yeah? Really get into your hip flexor. One more. And take a break. Yeah, so movements that require quite a bit of like flexibility in the hip or a strong hip flexion like gazelle, straddles, anything of invert climbs. This exercise is really good to gain a bit more depth and try and open a little bit more. So really good for hip mobility. And take a breather. Yes. And then the next exercise is going to be done in a superset mode. So we're actually going to double up on like pectoral exercises, and we're going to do a floor press and a press up. So that's going to be the other one. All right, so last round of this one. Just grab your dumbbell again, nice and wide, have the hips, and we grab the dumbbell and we go. Always imagine I want to touch behind here, but try and keep the back quite straight, because if you are rounding the back, sometimes it can feel a bit painful. Yeah, if you can't get the depth yet, don't touch the floor, that's fine. 2 more. Last one. Fantastic. Good, all right, so we're gonna start with the second round here. So you're gonna go onto the floor and do a floor press and a press up. Okay, I just need to take a breather here, just for a moment. So the floor press, nice and easy. We'll just do it lying down the floor here. Again, because I don't have a bench, I'm kind of like in a situation where I'm just simply gonna go on the floor and grab whatever dumbbell I have. So if you're in a gym, it's really good because you just need a mat, your pair of dumbbells, and here you go. Okay, so we're gonna go grab the dumbbell. Try and keep the shoulders nice and flat. So I start by pushing your shoulder blades slightly away here, drawing the shoulder blades down, but I like to kind of, you see, like really brace my rib cage, and I try and drop the arms down. This time we're just gonna do a set of 8 because we superset, so it's a bit more intense in terms of the stamina. 2 more. And last one. Good. Drop your dumbbells and we're gonna go and do 8 press ups. So you have the choice of doing kneeling press up here. Try and do tricep press ups, not the open one, yeah? So we're gonna go here. 1, 2, and 3, 4, yeah? So we change the angle. 5, 6, 7, and 8. But this one we only take about 30 seconds, so it goes quite quick, which is quite intense. That's why we just do 8 reps, okay? Nice and easy. I think I'm entertaining my cat, actually. Take a breather, take a breather. Yeah, so here when we do the floor press, we kind of open into a sort of cactus shape. We flatten, but when we do the press up, we bring in. So this is good for like your skin the cat, and this is good for like your crucifix, your pull up, anything that is requiring a bit more strength in a wide angle. Let's go, and we go 1 and 2, 3. I do like making this short workout from home because sometimes if you go to a gym and it gets too busy, 2 more. I really don't like busy gym. It kind of stresses me out, and you can get a bit flustered with people. No, babe, no. This stays up. And sometimes I just prefer to work out from home. So I try and like adapt those workouts because the gyms get busy, you can't use the equipment, you can't use the machine, and it gets a bit frustrating. And let's go 1, 2. Try and keep the core active. and 5, 6, 7, and 8. Same here, just 3 rounds. Nice and easy. Take a breath. All right. Yeah, so the first round, the first block here, what we're doing, what we've done, the squat, yeah, the sumo and knees are more considered in terms of like strength. So you do want to feel challenged. The next round that we're going to do is going to be challenging, but those are more considered what we call accessories. So a bit less challenging. So you should feel a little bit less hard, but we still challenge ourselves, but the exercises will be slightly different. So it's slightly easier on the body. Let's go, last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more. We've got this, and 8. Try and keep everything connected to the ground. Here we go. Press ups, last round here. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4. The triceps are hurting. 5, 6, 7. Last one. Ooh, that last rep was tough. Yes, baby. I know, it's weird, isn't it? So freaked out. All right, next exercise we are going to do is going to be what we call a renegade row. So with renegade row, you need to kind of come into a plank, and then we're going to pull into a row motion. So strengthening your lats, strengthening your shoulders, and also working the core in a stabilization. So we're going to do a superset again here. We're going to do 2 supersets now. So renegade row, we're going to do 5 on each side. Yes. And then we're going to come into a reverse crunch. With that reverse crunch, I'd like you to try to be quite controlled. So it's not push behind. It's like try and lift up and back a little bit. Yeah, so working more into that invert motion. Yes, so we don't want to just be like doing this, because that's not the exercise that's going to help us as aerialists. The exercise going to help us as aerialists is really try and focus on the control. So even if you can't lift very high, it doesn't matter, you want to try and lift. Obviously, when I have lighter dumbbell, I can place a dumbbell in between my feet. That kind of works. Just to demo, much harder, obviously. Be very careful, obviously, to not drop that dumbbell on your face, but also a little nice challenge here. I'm not going to use a dumbbell today. I'm just going to do regular. Well, I'm going to just use a dumbbell for my renegade row. So with the renegade row, we're going to come, technically, if you have your pair of dumbbell, you stay in a plank on your pair of dumbbell. However, if that gets a little bit too intense, don't worry, you can have one hand flat, one hand with a dumbbell, and then you switch your hands. Okay, so 5 on each side, we're keeping it easy this time round because I've got 10 kilos. Normally I wouldn't use 10 kilos, I would use between 6 and 8. So this is quite challenging for me. My cat is obviously in the wrong spot. Why do they always get in like the most awkward spots? No, that's fine. All right, so let's go. Plank. And we're going to try and pull. So really like pull the elbow towards the hip. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, change. And 1, 3, 4, and 5. Lie down as I'm leaving this here. And we do 10 reverse crunch. 1, 2, nice and control. 3, try to lift upwards rather than behind. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 and 9 and 10. Woo. Yeah, this feels quite strong. So with the Renegade row, you can also alternate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna do that the next round just so you can test it out as well. Oh, lovely, lovely. We've got one more superset after this, yeah? So let's get going. Let's go again. So this time I'm gonna alternate my Renegade rows, come into plank, and let's go. Go 1 on each side, and 2. Really pull in, yeah? Try and like 3. Squeeze the arm into the body. 4. Last one, 5. Ooh. Fabulous. Let's come down and do a 10. 1, nice and easy. 2, not too fast. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Let's go, let's go. It's getting tough, I know. Don't worry, the last superset, it's pretty easy. Yeah, I've tried to always keep the last exercises the least difficult, because when you arrive at the end, you just feel quite tired. Oh, like I said, I just said the word tired and I yawned. You're right, baby. She's very freaked out. We're gonna do that last round. We're not gonna potter around too much. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. Right, baby? Yeah. Yes. She looks very, very surprised. All right, let's go. Last one. You have the choice to do same side, alternate. I have been enjoying alternate. I'm gonna start lifting from the left as well, my weaker side. And we're gonna go 1, 2. The aim is to try and not sway the hips too much, obviously. 3. Oh. Last one. Fabulous. Sit. Let's go straight weight. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Woo. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Good. Oh, it's getting tough. So let's finish with the last superset. We're gonna come back up to standing. Our last superset is just gonna be shoulder shrugs to work the straps, strengthen a little bit, and also release. I do like the release because when you have the dumbbell weighting you down, it just really like pushes down. It's quite pleasant. And then we're gonna do upright row. You can dump a dumbbell, I think that's what I might do today. And we're gonna lift up like we're zipping up a jacket, but without lifting the elbows high. We're gonna try and like keep pushing the shoulder blades down. Yeah, so we still activate through the lat. We just get a bit more into the delt. So we're gonna come up and down, but not like this. Yeah, we do this, but then your upright row should stay quite below, pushing the shoulders underneath. Yeah, maybe. Yes, my love. Yes, my love. She wonders what those dumbbells are. Yeah. She's only been here for like a week and a half, so she's still discovering. Hi. Yes, my love. I know. All right, so let's go. We grab onto those dumbbells and we're gonna just shrug it up towards the ears. Try and keep the shoulder blades kind of like pull back a little bit. So rather than have the shoulders forward, try and pull the shoulders back and let the dumbbell weigh you down. 3, 4, it's the pushing the dumbbell down that feels nice. 5, 6, 7. You can do again between 8 and 12. 9, I'm gonna do 10 today. 10, I don't think I'm gonna do the upright row with 20 kilos. I'm gonna dump and I'm gonna hold, and here we go. We go 1 and 2. I think we're gonna hold it like this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, accessories is meant to be more for refining your technique, working a bit more the stamina. We're not gonna wait too long again, just about 30 seconds break. That's the last 2 rounds of it. This is like a really nice, I do like my workout to be packed and fast. But if you have finished, for example, this workout and you wanna do more, you can also do a finisher, meaning a core finisher, a cardio finisher. You can do one of my Aerialists starter toolkit, conditioning finisher, you know, something that will last about 10 minutes afterwards. But you can also focus maybe on the flexibility factor, so a bit more like stretching. Let's go again. We go and we pull. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. 4 and 5. It's good for rebalancing. My left shoulder is clicking a lot. 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Very nice. We're gonna drop down. We're gonna hold here, and here we go. And 1 and 2. Yes, a zipper. 3. But try to not overly pull the shoulders upwards. Yeah. So try and keep your shoulder blades flat. 7 and 8 and 9. Last one and 10. Fantastic. Good. That's the last set here. Come here, baby. Hello. That's the thing with cats, isn't it? You want to try and get their attention. I know, baby girl. Oh, hey. She is 17, almost 18 weeks old. She's very tiny still, but she's growing up very fast. She grows up very quick. Last round. Let's go. Okay, let's do this. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 5, 6, 7. She's eating something random from the floor, obviously. 9 and 10. More random. And here we go. And 1. Last effort. 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Oh, fabulous. I would say if you do the flexibility, I would pick up another mobility or flexibility class or tutorial that you have on my YouTube. The tutorials are just me describing the moves and you can do them, or a full little mobility exercise of stretching afterwards. But otherwise you can also just take 1 or 2 minutes to stretch your shoulders a little bit here, stretching into the chest, opening here, and also obviously because we did a little bit the legs and the core, you try and release a bit the hip flexor here. That was a bit more of an upper body focus today. There will be more workouts coming up with dumbbells only, where we're going to do a bit more lower body. Again, the lower body is also important for your strength in order to build a bit more for your inversion and for your flexibility. Yes, lifting and strength training is quite important for your flexibility. But I hope that you enjoyed this workout, and I will see you in the next video. Have a lovely time, lovely day, lovely evening, wherever you are. Bye.